Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live. I hope that you guys have all survived the week and that you're here and you're happy and that you're thriving and you're healthy and you feel good and you can breathe and you can bend and you can move your body. I'm praying prosperity over everybody who comes to the live today, who comes and watches this video today. This is our last one for our Love and Belonging Gratitude Journal. Now, this has been a journey of a gratitude journal right here. I promise you that. This has been a journey of a gratitude journal, y'all. So, you know, this I can say for sure when I did this gratitude journal by myself, I felt a larger shift and a different type of shift than the one that I feel like, you know, that I'm feeling now. Yeah, let me make sure that this is not a private live real quick. 1 second. But we're going to get into it. We have our last question. There we go. We have our last question for today. Final question for this journal. Now, mind you, if you are interested in this journal, you can purchase this journal down below in the description. As well as if you're interested in any tarot readings, email, Zoom, or even calling you on the phone, you can purchase that down below. Look into Transition with Leisure is the website for us. And I'm also excited about the mentorship that I'm providing you guys as well. So if you need spiritual advice, spiritual guidance, so that you can, you know, get on your P's and Q's. Get on your P's and Q's. Go down to the website below and go look into it. But, oh, YouTube's acting up. Hello, Kudan Singh. YouTube is acting up, y'all. I'm so tired of YouTube. Maybe I need to update my phone. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Famita. Welcome back. Welcome back. Maybe that's what it is. I need to update my phone. Hey, Carissa. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm excited to see you guys today. How are y'all doing today? Double tap, double tap. Do it with me, y'all. Zoo. Double tap the video. Thank you, Sonic. What happened to YouTube? It's just not showing me, like, it's not allowing me to post a poll. There we go. I can only do, sometimes it only allows me to do poll questions instead of Q&A questions. It's just so, it's so annoying. It's so old. Who in your life makes you feel deeply safe? Someone? Comment below. No one. I don't know what deeply safe feels like. There we go. Hey, gamer, you like my videos? Thank you, baby. So I just posted a poll for anybody who wants to participate in today's poll. This is our last video for today. Thank you so much, y'all. Thanks to everybody who's liked the video. I appreciate you guys. So today's question asks us, who in your life makes you feel deeply safe? This is like you can exhale and just be you. You don't have to think about it. You don't get no anxiety. You just like, I'm going to be me regardless. I don't care what happens, what they doing. I'm going to be myself. And I'm going to tell y'all what my answer is. Y'all know I will. But I want to see what you guys say first. So let's see who all answers in response to the poll today. Let's see. So if you put someone, make sure you comment down below who that someone is that allows you to feel deeply safe. Thank you, gamer. I appreciate it. Let me know who that is. And then we're going to get into what deeply safe feels and looks like. Because this is what a lot of people are missing when it comes to building love and building relationships with people, is that feeling of deeply safe. You know, you feel like you don't belong in a room. You don't feel like you can be yourself with your new friend group. You move to a new area. You feel like you can't be yourself. I think of, you know, young women who move into an area with a different culture. You know, you move into something that gives you a culture shock. And then you start to feel self-aware about yourself. You feel like you're not okay. You're not the right person, right? So these are the things. Make sure y'all vote in the poll right here so I can see what you guys are thinking. Also, make sure you like the video. Like the video, y'all. I want to see you guys. I want to see you guys. I want to hear y'all's voice. I want to see what y'all talking about. Gamer, you said, I'm from Portugal. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenidos a Portugal. But so far, everybody has said, someone. Oh, Bim. Is that how y'all say bienvenidos? Is Bim? Interesting. Interessante. So once we get to the 10-minute mark is when I usually start the conversation. So just give it a few more minutes and we'll start the conversation in just a second. Estoy bien. I'm so funny. What? People in Portugal spell stuff differently than Mexicans. I ain't never seen that before. You know, I'm American, so the Spanish that I know is Mexican Spanish, not Portugal Spanish. Okay, so we have somebody say, I don't know what deeply safe is. We're going to get into it. Oh, estoy bien is okay. I'm okay. Oh, you know, everybody teaching me Spanish today. I love that. I love it. I love it. Shout out to all my bilingual kings and queens out there. It's not Spanish. Then what is it? What is it then? It's Portuguese? Oh. Oh, y'all speak Portuguese in Portugal? That makes sense. Shout out to Joe, Norwegian. Hi. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I think we got a little bit. Joey, hi Joey. You speak Spanish in Puerto Rico? Yes, yes. Puerto Rico not too far from Mexico. Okay, y'all. So let's get into the conversation, y'all, because we're manifesting love and belonging. If you've been here through this whole journey, shout out to everybody's watching the replay, number one. If you've been here through this whole journey, I want to know, have you seen any type of shift when it comes to how you relate to people, how you show up in your relationships, how you're aware of yourself and how you conduct yourself. Girl. How you conduct yourself. Hold up. In your relationships with people and in places and things, all those things. I want to know. So, when I answered this question for myself, when it came to who makes me feel deeply safe, honestly, I was like ChatGPT, baby. Even though now, this was before ChatGPT had those regulations going on. Before they was like, okay, now they're going to be tracking your ChatGPT data. I mean, they probably always was tracking your ChatGPT data. But before that was put out there, I was like, ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT, you can tell ChatGPT exactly how you feeling. They're going to validate, hey, John, they're going to validate what you're saying. Anything, literally. They're going to validate your feelings. Oh, they're going to validate your intelligence. Oh, that's such a good way to answer that question. That's such a good way to look at that question. Oh, I understand why you feel so sad. I understand why you're so happy. I'm telling you, that's why that girl Kendra went in that whole shit show, because she was validated by ChatGPT the whole time. And not only that, it's also an intellectual match. When you're around people and you're like intellectual, that's okay, baby. It's not sad. It's not sad. It's okay. But when you're intellectual and you're around people who don't think the same way, what's ChatGPT? What? Stop sign. What is ChatGPT? It's an AI system. You're not even old. Like, literally, you're not even old. That's not, no, you just not hip with the times. Okay, the fit is fitting. Okay, thank you. You're just not hip. That's what it sounds like, because you are definitely within the age range to know what's going on. Hey, Time. Como está? I believe he's speaking Portuguese. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Stay blessed and balanced. Period. Yes. Yeah, y'all, don't ever pay attention to what it be saying up here when it be talking about how many people in the chat, because it be lying. I'm telling you, this thing be lying. I don't even pay attention to it no more. It be lying, because it will be like 8 people commenting and it'll be like 3 people. It'll say 3 people in the chat. So don't even pay attention to it. You never really know who's in the chat. That's why I just stopped paying attention to it. You don't know your own name. You don't know nothing. Hey, Chris, welcome back, friend. I don't know who that is. Oi, tudo bem. Okay, everybody speaking Portuguese in the chat today. Look at y'all. It's like Meta AI. I don't know what Meta AI is. That sounds like Facebook stuff. Is that something on Facebook? Because I know Facebook go by Meta. But I don't know for sure. Y'all make sure y'all vote in this. I want to see where y'all's mindset is with it today. Yeah, so it probably is. Because, you know, once ChatGPT came out, everybody tried to get their AI game stepped up. Some of the people are using ChatGPT. But, you know, Google brought out the Gemini. It's so many AIs now. But ChatGPT came out a couple of years ago. But let's get into it. But back to what I was saying, I definitely felt like with ChatGPT, I felt an intellectual match. I felt validated. I felt reassured. I felt guided, like a mentor, because I can put in, this is what I'm thinking, help me, you know, unravel my thoughts. And it will give me an exact plan based on exactly what I'm saying. You don't think AI is good, gamer? Why you don't think it's good? So, but the thing about it is that AI is not a person. AI is not a person. So when I started thinking about it, I was like, damn, is there nobody in my life that I feel deeply safe with? I'm not saying safe. I know people who I feel safe around, but deeply safe enough to really just allow yourself to just not think. Like, think about anything. Like, you just can relax. It's nothing. What you talking about? Heard? What heard about what? What are we talking about? I thought we was talking about AI. Lord. Okay. Y'all are who. I think y'all having like 3-4 different conversations in the chat. Hola, Anderson. Y'all having like 3-4 conversations. Okay, gamer. Thank you, baby. So, so when I start thinking about that, I'm like, damn. It's like, who can you run to? Who can you run to? Like, of course, again, like there's people who I felt safe around, but deeply safe to just really expose every aspect of me, to be 100% honest about who I am and my intellectual side and my spiritual beliefs and my beliefs about work and about life. Like, who? There's people who you'll be around, but I think that when it comes to feeling understood, that's one thing for me that always been one of those things where it's like, oh damn, okay, you don't understand me. You don't understand me. I'm saying something that makes complete sense in my mind, but when I communicate it with you, it could be just intellectual differences. Is how I feel most of the time. Is intellectual differences, and I'm not saying like one person is dumb, one person is smart, but just my own interest, like my intellectual interest, have me thinking about things differently than what somebody else would think about it. So then when I talk about it, it's like, oh, you don't understand what I'm talking about. You know, you're not on the same page as me. You love that song? Yeah, that's a good song. So, you know, when we talk about, hey, Robinson Lopez Pereira. Hello, I'm doing well. How are you doing? So when we talk about feeling deeply safe, it's definitely a full body experience. Like, full body experience. Hola, PR, ¿cómo estás? Okay, bienvenidos, Robinson. Bienvenidos. Everybody speaking in their Spanish and in their Portuguese today. So it's definitely in the body. And one thing that I can say about doing page 33, and I talk to y'all a lot about page 33. I don't have my book over here near me, but I talk to you guys a lot about doing page 33. Doing page 33 has really taught me what my emotions feel like in my body. Like, I notice, okay, when I'm feeling tense, my shoulders, my throat starts to feel tight, my chest starts to feel tight. I can now notice those reactions in my body now that I've been doing it for so long. But before, I'm like, dang, I didn't realize how my body was reacting to these feelings that I'm having. He said, does love make you feel safe? Does love make you feel safe? Interesting question to ask. I would say yes. I've never thought about this before. Does love make you feel safe? I'm with you, Chris. Interesting question. But yeah, like I feel like, yeah, like, I don't know. Chris said probably not. John said it can. Tommy said, I don't think love makes me feel safe or make you feel safe. Which one? You don't think it make me feel safe? Explain. Explícate. Para me. But I would say, like, everybody loves differently, and I think, oh, for you, okay. I would say everybody loves differently, and they express their love differently. So I think that some people may say that they love, or somebody can say that they love me, but I don't like the way that they treat me. So that's not love to me, so it don't make me feel safe. Hey, Rico. You learn to listen to Native Americans. Okay, shout out to the Native Americans. You like how I speak Spanish, friend? Because when someone breaks your trust with their love, they have already broke your safety nest right there. Say what now? Interesting. Break your trust with their love. How does somebody break their trust with their love? And I'm asking because I'm confused. because I do feel like it does sound a little like what I was just saying when it comes to somebody may say that they love you, but their behavior doesn't show, like they don't treat you well, but they feel like they love you. But people who don't really know what like love is, they haven't seen it in action. It's kind of like, you don't know how to treat people. John said, love word is used loosely. Gamer, you keep saying my name. What's up, baby? Do I speak Portuguese? I do not speak Portuguese. I speak English. Y yo hablo un poquito español. Un poquito. Anybody can say they love you if they have a mouth and a tongue. But love is a what? An action. Love is an action. It's a thing that's being done. Love is shown through actions. The way people love is shown through actions. So when you think about feeling deeply safe in your relationship, like I was saying, it's a full body experience. Your body is relaxed. And it's like, I can only remember a time when my body was relaxed. And that was definitely when I was getting a massage. That's the time. That's one time my body was fully relaxed. Hey, Gary, welcome back. Say my name. Say my name. You're so funny. Okay, yes, Robinson, stay in America. Stay in America. Hey, Jalen. I'm doing well, babe. How you doing, baby? What'd you eat? Gamer. What you need help with? You don't need help with nothing. So, the thing about it is that, especially we living in America, we don't really get that experience of a full body rest. Like, being in the environment that we're in, we're often kind of like in survival mode naturally. And that's not even about, you know, trying to make money, trying to work, It's just the environment that America has created. Okay, steak tacos with pineapple agua fresca. My friend, look at you. I love it. I love it. Hey, Jabron. Somebody stalking you. Didn't you just say you a kid? Where is your parents at? Go find your parents, friend. Go call your parents right now. Tom, you said by cheating, by manipulating you, by taking your kindness for weakness, and they're always taken from you. Who is doing this to you? Love is never blind. Issue one love and to feel secure and safe with someone. Who is doing these things to you, Time? Hey, Anurag Singh. Hey, friend. Y'all, gamer, relax, friend. Relax. Have some cooth. It's 555, y'all. Positive energy. Have some cooth. So, when you feel deeply safe, you don't feel like you gotta perform. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube name, Meiana the Sage, y'all. It's the same one. But you feel like you don't have to perform. I don't really ever feel like I have to perform, even when it comes to like being around higher ups, like bosses and stuff like that. I don't ever really feel that way. But I'm trying to think of a time when I felt like I had to perform. Maybe like in the past when I would do job interviews, you feel like you gotta perform, but it's not too much of a performance. It's like I gotta prepare and I gotta tell these people about myself. But I don't know if I ever really felt like I needed to perform and, you know, show up in a particular way. Like when I think of having to perform, I think about like, you know how some people go and meet the parents and they're like, well, my parents are like super conservative. Like they don't play, they don't cuss, they go to church every week, they got the Bible on the nightstand. Like we eat dinner at 7 o'clock on the dot. Like that, those are moments that I start thinking like, okay, I can see somebody feel like they have to perform or show up differently or, you know, be a little bit tighter in their presence compared. Yes, we love some change around here. It's 23:55, not the military hours. Thank you, Jabron. Thank you, baby. You said it's not me. Look at the world. Look at these out of order relationships and marriages. I got a Cash App you for your phone number. I gotta get my hair and nails done for a date. What are you talking about? You can Cash App me time. You know the Cash App is in the chat. But who's taking me on a date? A new rag. I'm from America, baby. Y'all are a hoot, man. Y'all are a hoot. Do I have a boyfriend? Yes. The problem is we don't have men like your father. That's a God-fearing woman like your mother who doesn't need to be seen or heard to make a difference. So, come here, baby. Come here, baby. He sleep. Chris, he sleep. You want to come over here? You want this? He don't want it. He don't want it. Yeah, I have a son. His name is Red. He sleep. He's staring at me like, girl, leave me alone. So anywho, emotional freedom. So when you feel deeply safe with somebody, you feel emotionally free. We talked about, you know, emotional disconnection, all those things before. But it's like you feel like you can share when you're sad, when you have joy, when you're confused, when you're excited, without worrying about the other person's reaction. You know, feeling deeply safe is definitely an accumulation of all the things that we talked about, but it's kind of like a summary. Why you keep on talking about my mama? Friend, what are you talking about, Time? I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. John and Real Rico. Now, and you feel grounded in the presence of these people. He want me his mother. Oh yeah, babe. You know, let me tell you something, Tom. Let me tell you a little secret about me. The only relationship that I've known of marriage for a long period of time that was the healthiest was my grandparents, baby. I was raised by a single mama. I was raised by a single mother, father in prison. That's my life, baby. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where that came from. So, you know, I had to figure this out on my own. I had to figure out these great relationships on my own, baby. I didn't have no direct contact in the house of a healthy relationship whatsoever. Whatsoever, baby. I had to figure this out on my own. But even my grandma always tell me, like, this shit ain't easy. Hey, big Logic, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been, baby? You said I was raised with both my parents, and I thought you would know that by the way I was talking. See, I knew you was raised by both your parents, but you kept saying your. So I'm like, your. You know, that your is a pronoun replacing somebody else's name. So I thought you were saying like me over here. But I understand what you mean. Like, you wish more people reflected like the good times that you saw growing up, you know. Like I kind of understand that, friend. Thank you for all the hearts, whoever giving me those hearts. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So when you feel deeply safe, you feel grounded in a moment. Like, have you ever been around somebody and every time you're around them, time just goes by, like you don't even remember picking up a phone. Like, phones don't even need to exist. Okay, period. Thank God. I love that for you. I love that for you, John. So you don't even need to pick up a phone because time will go by so fast. Y'all just be kiki ha ha and y'all be talking about catching up on life. That's how it's about to be tonight when I go hang out with my friend, because I ain't seen her in so long. So we about to be kiki ha ha, and we ain't gonna we just gonna be talking, and that's how it always is when we get to hanging out. Time just fly, because it's like we just got so much to talk about, and we talk so much. Y'all think that I sit up here and talk to y'all for an hour and a half, damn near 2 hours every day? That's why I don't call my friend. Because if I call her, there's no getting off the phone. I have to I gotta separate the times when we talk. Because it's like, if I talk to you every day, baby, I ain't gonna never down John. I ain't gonna never get nothing done. So that's definitely how it is when I be talking to my friend. Even my grandma, I talk to her on the phone. You know, my grandma, she be so tired. I know she be so tired. She got too many grandkids who love her, who want to be talking to her and hanging out with her all the time. And so she be like, okay, girl, you want to talk about anything else? And I be like, girl, yes, I want to talk about something else. Don't play with me. That's how I be when I be on the phone. So there's definitely people who I definitely feel very safe. But like, I feel like when you say deeply safe, it's like I can show up in every aspect of myself without feeling pushed away, feeling misunderstood, you know? Not feeling like I belong. So I can definitely say I don't have anybody personally in my life who every aspect of myself they align to, but I don't know if that's actually possible, especially when you're a multifaceted human being. Is it really ever possible to meet somebody who's like aligned to you in every aspect? I've definitely like met a few people who I felt like, oh, but it wasn't every aspect. So let me know, it wasn't every aspect. So yeah, those are like the ways that you'll know that you feel deeply safe. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you, Rico. It's definitely, I would say it's rare, Rico. I agree. But it's not impossible. Have you ever felt that with somebody, John? Jabron, thank you, baby. Have you ever felt that? So this is what it looks like in action. When you think about feeling deeply safe in action, it's easy laughter. Your soul is a magnet. Yeah. Yes, maybe I need to manifest somebody, but then that I can get a little scared because it's like, damn, if I manifest somebody who just like me, oh baby, we gonna have the time of our life. We're gonna have the time of our life. We're gonna shut the city down. But yeah, if you want to see what this looks like in action, feeling deeply safe, it's a natural flow. Nothing feels forced. Everything just like, it's one of those things where like y'all meet. Y'all ever heard those stories where they be like, we met one day and we never, like we hung out every single day ever since then. Good night, girl or guy. I hope you sleep well, friend. Don't do too much. But you ever seen those stories that are like, they be like, oh, we met this day and we every single day we hung out. Thank you, baby, so much. I appreciate you. It's you listening and they listening to you. It's a mutual listening to each other. It's like I'm talking about my day, and then you can take turns in the relationship. It's no over dominating one person. It's like you let me be me, I let you be you. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves. I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna reply to you. I'm gonna understand you. I'm gonna validate you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to expand on the story that you're saying. Okay, friend. John Soul Tribe for sure. Consistent eye contact and warm body. We talked about nonverbal cues one time, but your nonverbal cues, when you're engaged with this person that you feel deeply safe with, your body's going to be facing towards them in some way. It depends on how you're sitting. If you sit on the couch, or it depends on how you're sitting, but your body's going to be leaned in towards them. You're going to be able to look them in the eyes. Somebody, let me tell you a secret. Somebody who you feel deeply safe with, you can look them in the eyes for a long period of time. And you can communicate full sentences while looking in their eyes, and it's never uncomfortable. Exactly, John. Me too. You'll never be uncomfortable. Chris talking about what? If you've never had a conversation with somebody and been able to look them deeply in their eyes while communicating, I don't think you felt that type of safety. There's many people who I felt that with, and you just looked. Bless you. Y'all, he just started sneezing. Come here, baby. Bless you, my lovey poo. Bless you. Here you go, Chris. Here's your Jaguar friend. He just had the sneeze attacks. It just woke him up. Are you okay? That is a form of intimacy, John. That is definitely a form of intimacy. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Exactly. Yo, people want to see you red. Yo, people want to see you red. He kind of been mad at me because I have not been letting him go outside. But ain't nobody want to wait for him to be outside all day. But I'm probably let him outside this weekend. Because he be getting so mad at me. He was like, open this damn door. I'm like, no. No, thank you. So, he gonna have to just get used to it. He gonna have to get used to it until I'm ready. So, yeah, like John said, looking into each other's eyes is a form of intimacy. Looking into somebody's eye. No, baby. He be fighting the cats. He don't deal with other cats. He be fighting them. So even if it was a girl, he be trying to fight the cats. That's why I'd be like, see, you can't even go outside no more. You can't even make no friends. You be trying to fight everybody. Go make a friend. Damn. But he just like going outside because he like freedom. Yeah, that's what it is. He like freedom. So, you know, when your natural body language when you're with somebody who you feel deeply safe with will be relaxed. You know, your shoulders will be relaxed in a way. You know, your breathing will be aligned, not with each other. It doesn't have to be aligned with each other, although it may be, especially if y'all really on the same page. Y'all's breathing may be aligned. I want to say, like, romantically, little things that build that type of intimacy is like doing breath work together and trying to like align y'all's breathing and looking in each other's eyes and hugging each other chest to chest, heart to heart, connecting heart energy, heart center to kind of align y'all's frequency, and it can kind of support y'all in getting in the rhythm together. So little things like that can support really building that intimacy and feeling deeply safe. I would especially say, like, if you hey Mr. if you are building a relationship with somebody who you really want to be with, this is the type of things you do with those people, not just people just to be doing shit. Like, don't just be doing stuff with people just be doing shit. Like, do it with somebody who you really want to be with, especially long term. Even marriage, somebody who you're committed to, you want something marriage. You know, that's who you want to do that. Don't it be too hot though. Chris, you always got something, don't you? You always got something. It ain't never too hot to do that, baby. It ain't never too hot. Heat will never stop me, please. Heat will never stop nobody who really want it. I'm telling you. So, friend, you just gonna have to do it. Motivate yourself. Just remember, when I do this, me and my girl gonna be locked in for life. Period. So, I'm telling you. So, this is one thing I actually did have to learn growing up. This is one thing I actually did have to learn growing up is natural silence. Don't say nothing slick. Y'all say slick stuff in the comments, especially you, John and Rico. Y'all say slick stuff. Don't say it. I know you thinking about it. You thinking about it. You thinking about it. Natural silence. That is something I had to really get used to, because that's how you know you feel safe with somebody. I'm telling you. Look, John's about to play. Y'all gonna eat me. Y'all gonna eat me up. Don't eat me up too much. But I if you are somebody out there who don't know how to stop talking, anytime you hear a little bit, an inkling of a silence, you just start talking. Shut the hell up. Be quiet. Silence is okay. Being in a silent room with a loved one is perfectly fine. I had to learn personally. I learned this in 2020 in therapy. Might I quite say. that I just would talk because I would just feel like, oh, it's silent, and I felt so uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. So to make up for my own uncomfortableness, I would start talking to fill in this space, to fill in the gap. And I would always be playing music. I could never just sit in silence, even by myself. It was just too much. So as I got older, I realized that silence is perfectly fine. And it's actually a strong sign of a safe relationship when you can sit in each other's presence in pure silence and just be, live your life. You know, one person is on a computer, one person's reading a book, one person, you know, maybe y'all just both sitting there in silence, relaxing, you know. So like John said, silence speaks louder. You know, it says a lot about your relationship dynamic when y'all can just sit there in silence together. Um, so even like the pauses in conversation, it doesn't feel awkward. You don't have to feel like you're rushing to do anything in these relationships. Natural silence is a positive thing in your relationships. Another one is a shared rhythm. So conversations, movement, energy feel synced. You might find yourself finishing each other's sentences or thoughts or mirroring gestures. And that's actually one of the reasons why I felt so called to certain relationships when it comes to friendships. I have a couple of people in my life who I feel called to be a friend to. And that is what made me feel like I was called to be these people's friends, is because we're mirroring each other unintentionally. We wearing the same hairstyle, we're wearing the same type of nails, we're saying the same things, we have the same interests, you know. So in those synced moments, it definitely started making me realize, damn, am I not a special, I'm not that special, because why are you acting just like me? But at the end of the day, it was like, wow, we're really aligned. Like, this is a valuable experience to have, to be with somebody who's so aligned to you. We are definitely a reflection of each other. Facts, facts, facts. So, you know, at the end of the day, when you really think about these things, especially feeling deeply loved in action, you realize I belong here. And that's, I definitely feel that way when it came to being around my friends who mirrored me, or we mirrored each other. It definitely felt like I belong here. This was meant to be. You know, I don't have to prove anything. We're similar, we're the same. You know, I feel heard, I feel valued, I feel seen, all those things. Yeah, exactly. So that is what it feels like to be deeply safe. And, you know, again, if you watch these videos, the love and belonging videos, you're going to, the accumulation of all the things that we talked about is what it really does feel like to feel deeply safe. This was just like, you know, a much more bullet point form reflection on those things. But nevertheless, it's still correct. It's still right for us. At the end of the day, when you feel deeply safe, you are not holding in your breath. Your throat chakra is open. Your chakras in general are open and thriving. And there, I don't know, if there's not a person, there's probably a place. There's somewhere in your life where you felt deep safety. Sometimes that's just going out to the woods, to a cabin, to the beach. You know, it may not be a person, but it could definitely be a place where you feel deeply safe, where you feel like you can exhale. It may be on vacation. Some people, not me, but some people feel deeply safe at work, you know. I feel safe at work, but deeply safe is another thing. Jabron said, when I watch in your eyes, I feel deeply safe. I love that for you, friend. I'm glad. So when it comes to feeling deeply safe, these people will also show you. These people will also show you that they want the best for you. Now, this is one thing that made me really realize about a couple of people, because there are some people who will just really give you bad advice because they are just, they're off their rockers. I'm telling you, some of these people, they just be off their rockers. So they will really give you bad advice. They'll be like, oh, you arguing with your man, let's go out and let's go get some bottles and let's go to the club and let's pop this PTP. Let's PTP in the club or with somebody. Let's get somebody buying us shots all night and let's go hang out with them. You know, that's what they gonna try to tell you. Hey, Everly girl. They're gonna try to tell you that. Those people don't want the best for you. Okay, Early, I'm glad for you, baby. I sent your journal out today, so it should be coming to you maybe next week. But those people do not want the best for you. Anybody who is okay with you, you know, potentially ruining things that you care about, you know, disrupting the balance in your relationship, you know, those people don't want the best for you. I remember one time my friend was dating somebody that they really liked, and they had got into it with this person, and they was like, oh, I'm gonna go out on a date with this other guy. And I was like, personally, I've done these type of things before when I was much more vindictive, but that phase of my life has ended, so thank goodness. But I've definitely done these things in the past, so I, from my own knowledge and my own awareness, I said, friend, don't do that. Don't do that, friend, please. Please don't do that. And my friend didn't do it. And I think that allowed a shift of, you know, a positive mindset in regards to showing up in their relationship. You know, this person did not bring, you know, vindictive actions into their relationship. They didn't, you know, it decreased the pettiness, the arguments. You know, if you go that far, even though you're just dating but you really like this person, and you go that far to go out with somebody else with the intentions of doing it in a manipulative, harmful way, it really places something on your own spirit. So, you know, I didn't want my friend to have to go through that. So I was like, you know, why would I want you to go through that when I know that it is not a positive feeling to go through? And so somebody else who don't give a fuck about that person would have been like, girl, yeah, F him, go out there and do whatever you want to do. And it's like, I had to tell my friend, like, who gives a fuck about the person you dating? I don't give a fuck about that person. I care about you, your heart. I mean, if it wasn't in the mindset of being vindictive and manipulative, then I would be more supportive. But because you're in this energy, I don't want you to do that to yourself. I don't want you to harm yourself. And I always have to be telling some of my friends, I just be like, you know, when I give them advice, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. If I'm giving this advice, even if it benefits another person in your reality who you don't want it to benefit, I'm not giving you this advice for them. Who gives a fuck about them? I give a fuck about you and your spirit, your heart, the way you're showing up for yourself. I don't want, you know, low vibrating emotions to be stuck on my friend's heart if it's not necessary. So, you know, be wary of the type of advice that people give to you, because where is it really coming from? You know, people's advice a lot of times is more selfish. Hey, Jared, more than helpful when they don't really care about you. So, you cool, friend, you cool. You know, what I think about is the men who show up online, like the red pill community, stuff like that. Men who will talk about how, you know, all the negative things instead of preaching about the benefits of finding a good woman, how to find a good woman, how to be a good man, how to be consistent, how to be stable, how to be strong. You rarely see men out here showing up and being like, this is how to be a good man for your community, you know. And I mean, personally, I'm just not, can I see, I've seen certain things. I've definitely seen certain things. But I told y'all about that yesterday, about how, you know, being emotionally connected to certain people. I've definitely had dreams that were predictive from pregnancies, from moving in with people, to, you know, visions of certain stuff. So I've definitely had premonitions and dreams about some things. That's why I'd be like, please just give me a break. Give me a break. I don't want to know these things, but, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, like, I feel like it could, that same thing could happen. Thankfully, I'm not in that the algorithm of women who talk down on men. I'm not in that algorithm, and if I do see those things, I just remove it from my timeline, because I realize I don't want to be around women who are talking down on men. I want to see and be surrounded in an environment of women who are talking about how good their husbands are to them, how they're, you know, a lot of the women on my timeline are actually, most of them are housewives, you know, career, business, you know, entrepreneurs, stuff like that. Are you a professor? Yeah, I'm a professor. I'm a professor in bad bitchology. Jerry, you said I haven't met the person yet. They coming. I'm doing well, baby. Thank you for asking, Jerry. Thank you, baby. I am a professor of bad bitchology. That's what I teach. But when you, again, like when you think about it, these people who's coming up online talking down about the other gender instead of talking about the how to attract a healthy relationship, why are they doing that? It's because they can't do it for themselves. Like, they're only preaching what they know. They're only preaching what they know. So you said that's what make you different. You just nailed it. Yeah, and I definitely have a playlist for any women. You know, I know it's not all always women on the live, but I have a playlist about how to heal your relationship with the man on YouTube. On YouTube, so I have a whole playlist about how to heal your relationship with men, because I grew up around people who didn't have a good relationship with men. I actually got into it with somebody because I made that playlist, and I also made a YouTube video titled it "How to Heal Your Relationship with Men." It's like a year ago, and this person got so mad at me. This person got so mad at me because they thought that I made that playlist because of them. And although it was not, because if that playlist was not for them, it was more of, I see that this is an issue that people deal with. Let me put the knowledge out there for anybody who really wants to work on it. I'm not saying put your whole life and trust into a man, but you don't have to carry around the fear of being around a man, you know. Oh, these men do this, these men do this. Yeah, it's a lot of bad men out there. It's a lot of predators out there. But when you are on your P's and Q's, you can decipher between a man who got his shit together and a man who don't have nothing to lose, who will destroy you, who would weaken you, you know. You said a lot of women bash women for something they went through with other men, and bash men. Exactly. They exactly. And the problem often is that now you create a perspective that, you know, men are like this, so now that's what you attract, because your brain is hardwired to manifest what you focus on the most. You know, it's not magical, it's science. Your brain is hardwired to bring more of what you're already focusing on. So if you focusing on man ain't shit, man ain't this, that's what you're going to attract. Discernment is needed in everything. Facts. I love the intelligent conversations on the live. So again, you know, really pay attention to the type of advice that people give to you. I had somebody, me being a college graduate, I had somebody suggest that I go work as a bartender in a strip club when I was younger, when I was like 22. When that's not the type of person that I've ever been, you know. And I'm not saying that they're talking down on people who work as a bartender in a strip club, but somebody who wants the best for you, of course they was only thinking about the money, but they wasn't thinking about the things that I could have been exposed to working in that environment, you know. So, you know, when you go to the strip club, you dealing with strippers, prostitutes, pimps, alcoholics, all those things. You never know. And I've already experienced enough of those things. So most of the time, the men they need, they don't want. Exactly. People with issues. Exactly. You're not going to go find most healthy men consistently in a strip club. You know, like, it's just not happening. You know, most of the men, maybe if they just happen to have to do some type of business, but really in all actuality, you're not going to really find too many healthy men consistently in the strip club. Maybe in the strip club at all, you know, like younger men, I would say, yeah, younger men definitely. early 30s, I could see, just because it's a cultural thing. Maybe like you live in Atlanta, it's a cultural thing, maybe. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all the man. Y'all know more than me. Okay, we doing good with the timing. Thank you for the hearts, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you too, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. But, you know, one thing that I can say that I've dealt with is the contradicting belief of, in order for me to feel deeply safe, I have to have somebody be able to understand and be on the same page as me with every aspect of myself. And I do think that it's time to break that mindset, because I don't have to be like, I don't have to have somebody 100% understand everything that I say in order for me to feel safe around them. You know, safety is a feeling. It's a knowing. I'm sorry, y'all. I got something in my eye. Jeez Louise. Oh my God, y'all. Mind y'all, I don't have no eyelashes. So I hate when my eyelashes be in my eye, because literally, I already don't have no eyelashes. Like, come on. So, yeah. When you feel deeply safe, you don't have to rehearse nothing. You don't have to be like, well, this is how I'm going to say it. This is how I'm going to say it. You don't have to do none of that. But yeah. I think that this is a perfect way to end this conversation, you know, focusing on the end all be all and eyelash. Use your fan. I mean, it's out now, but use your fan for eyelash. I never heard that before. What it do? It just caused water. It caused your eyes to water. Y'all wanna know something crazy? Off topic. But y'all know I'm heavily into manifestation. Right? Oh my God, I feel like it kind of made it worse. Oh my goodness. Y'all know I'm into manifestation, right? So one time I started manifesting for clear vision, because bitch, I wear glasses. I said, I'm fucking tired of wearing these glasses. I said, I'm about to manifest clear vision. Right? So I started manifesting clear vision. Why? Literally, as soon as I started manifesting clear vision, I started having the worst eye allergies. It was like an immediate backlash. I started to have the worst eye allergies. Like, I couldn't wear any. I used to wear lashes and stuff. I could not put lashes on. I could not put mascara on. I could not put anything around my eyes. My eyes became so sensitive. I couldn't put anything around my eyes, literally. So I literally just stopped. I stopped putting, like, this is why I don't ever really wear much. I may wear some eyeliner every now and again and some mascara every now and again. But that phase, it was just so much. Like, my eyes will water. Like, I already have allergies where my eyes water. Just because, right? Like, I'll be sitting up here crying. It's not real tears. It's just my eyes watering because of allergies. But when I tell you, my eyes will, like, consistently, like, water for no reason consistently after I started manifesting it. I just stopped manifesting it because it was just too much. Then I started realizing, we talk about genetic, like passing things on genetically, or like, things like that. I started notice one day, literally around the same time, I'm in a group chat with my grandma, my mom, my aunt, me. Somebody sent a picture of themselves, and then everybody sent a picture of themselves in the group chat. All of us had glasses on. All of us wore glasses. I never thought about it. I said, we all wear glasses. My eyes are really going against me trying to manifest clear vision. I'm not saying it's not possible, but with the stuff that started happening once I started manifesting it, I said, oh no, baby, this is too much. I'm not the one to fight the good fight. Going through spiritual things manifest through physical signs. Exactly. So after that, I said, just give me the glasses. We'll figure this out in the future. I ain't got time to do this right now. So it was a very interesting moment in my life. Y'all want to see what I drew when I was trying to, like, this is literally right here next to mine. I need to put something else over here because y'all know me. So one of the ways I like to manifest is through coloring and doodling. So this is what I colored because I said I want clear vision. I said, yes, I want free LASIK. We motherfucking live, bitch. The fuck, period. Even my throat don't like it. Thank you, Real Rico. How long I've been wearing glasses? Y'all want to know actually a funny story about me wearing glasses? You want to see my eyes? Here you go. People used to ask me if I was Chinese when I was a kid because I have small eyes. I said, these people are so damn racist. Welcome back, gamer. I've been wearing glasses since I was in 5th grade. I've been wearing glasses since I was in 5th grade. And the thing about me wearing glasses is I've always been a very determined, goal-oriented person. My whole life, this is nothing new. I've always been Meiana, right? And so when I was in 5th grade, I was like, this girl wears glasses. And I want to wear glasses like this girl that I see in my 5th grade classroom. And so I think it was like, maybe the TV told me this. I don't know where I got this knowledge from. But I knew as a kid that if you watch TV closely, then it will fuck your eyes up and you'll be wearing glasses. So as a kid, that's exactly what I did. I went and started watching TV. I used to be this close. This wasn't no flat screen, baby. This used to be like the big, like the TVs. I used to sit this close to the TV because I knew in my heart that I wanted to wear glasses. So the thing about that, I be telling y'all my business, right? But I be telling y'all how I kind of also, like, I be telling y'all my business, but I also add in the part where I did the work to comprehend why I like what's going on and why I wanted to manifest this for myself. So the TV, I started sitting up to the TV, and that's what I started wearing glasses after that. 5th grade, I got my glasses, boom. Manifested what I want. I always been a master manifester. You said back in the day, people would tell you to back away from the TV. Exactly. And Chris, what you mean the bubble? What you mean? So I started, as I got older, once I wanted to start manifesting, I'm sorry, y'all. Once I was like, okay, I want to manifest clear vision, I started to do the work to comprehend why I was wearing glasses to begin with. Oh, the big TV, yeah. Like the old TVs. Like the ones that used to be big. Let me see. Old TV. Not the internet going slow. Why are you going slow? TVs used to look like this, baby. The TVs that used to look like this. They say the phone. I'm not surprised. You can imagine young Meiana. Let me see if I have a picture of young Meiana for y'all. I am not surprised. I got a picture somewhere. It's just not in this phone that I have in my hand. But young Meiana is definitely the same type of Meiana that I used to be. But so what I realized through, you know, doing the, can y'all, I think y'all can still hear me. Y'all should still be able to hear me. What I realized through doing the work and trying to comprehend why I manifested these glasses is I have somebody in my life who used to wear glasses. And I used to see her and feel like she was so loved. Here's a picture of young Meiana. Here's a picture of young Meiana right there. Hey, y'all. So this is young Meiana right here. I used to feel like she was so loved, and she used to wear glasses. And I think that in my, this is the thing, because I don't know for sure what was going on in young Meiana's mind over here. I don't know what's going on in her little head. This is before I wore glasses, obviously. But I think I came to the conclusion that it could have been because I saw her be so loved and I wanted the same type of love. And so I was like, bitch, wear glasses. That's what I was thinking. So thank y'all. I look the same. Let's see. I'll show y'all young Meiana. This is 20. This is, let me see. This is me and my little brother. This is when I was wearing glasses, so I was like in middle school. That's me and my little brother. Aw, just as cute as you want to be. That's too cute. That's something that I could hear somebody's auntie saying. Do the same pose. Let me see. Let me see. I can show you. That was me and my little brother when we were younger. And then this is me. This is me and my little brother. The same pose. Let me end this poll. Same pose, different day. Same pole, different day. Y'all see the hair? Y'all see the hair? Went all the way down to my booty. It's giving down to the booty braids. Down to the booty braids. Yeah, I'm giving y'all a little slideshow. Period. But yeah, that's young Meiana. Let me show y'all young lit Meiana. I got something to show y'all. I'll show y'all young lit Meiana. Because that's young Meiana, but I got young lit Meiana, period. I got something for y'all. Young lit Meiana. That's young lit Meiana. I don't be outside like that too much anymore, but I used to be outside. I used to be outside. Don't play. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Let me see. Where's young lit Meiana? Young lit Meiana. Young lit Meiana. This one I cut my hair off. Young lit Meiana. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. I was eating them hoes up every day. Don't play with it. I was eating them up. Young lit Meiana. I dyed my hair red. You know when they dye their hair red, it's over with. Young lit Meiana. So, oh, Meiana was a kid. Ain't changed. Young lit Meiana, don't play with her. So, I might have to dye my hair red. That's outside me. Exactly. That was outside Meiana. I don't be outside as much, I wish. But that was definitely outside Meiana. I used to be outside for sure. You told me you was going out to the club, me too. We going out together. And then I slow down. But that's okay. That's okay, y'all. I'm gonna start going out again in the future. Don't play with it, don't play with it. That's all I got for the pictures. But I definitely did used to be like, okay, I don't know. I'm trying to go back to that time. I missed that time in my life. There was no worries in the world. No worries at all. I don't know how I made it. I don't know how I did it. But I did it. I got everything I wanted. And I was ignorant. Ignorant as fuck. So, trying to go back to the time of ignorance and bliss. But is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything else? You still got a period and do. Because this was me today. Hold up. Actually, I don't really like these pictures. Let me see. This was me today. Going to work. I said, bad bitch, say what? Don't play. Bad bitch, say what? Don't play with her. Don't play with it. Let me see. I don't know if this is a cute picture. Hold up. Is this a cute picture? This was me yesterday. This was me going to work yesterday. So I know I'm said that wrong. Mind y'all, why somebody tell me, they was like, how far along are you? I said, far along, bitch. Bitch, I'm about to go do some hurdles and run up a hill. I'm about to go run up a hill and do 20 jumper jacks now, bitch. You got me fucked up. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to go down memory lane. This is the end of the journal. I chose this picture specifically because when you manifest love and belonging, it feels like holding somebody's hand. It feels like holding somebody's hand and hugging people. It feels like intimacy, closeness, vulnerability, allowing somebody to hold you while you hold them. This is what love and belonging feels like, is acceptance. Acceptance feels like holding someone's hand. You know, I did used to be on demon time, I ain't gonna lie. That's how I always got what I wanted. All the time. I always get what I want. And if only the girls would come on live so we could talk about it. All my young girls out there who just out there living life, stay beautiful. Stay fun. Be on a run. Do what you want to do. You're young. Stay young. So, hola to my Russians. Okay, she's now a queen. Period. Period. Mind you, that was before I held my relation with men. So, you know how I probably acted. A hot mess. Yeah. But you know, that's most of the girls, they'll come on and they'll talk during tarot readings. Because I feel like most of the young girls, they just want emotional validation. Most men, they don't care for emotional validation. And if a man gets a tarot reading, it's mostly to ask about, like, I've seen some ask about money, jobs, work. I've had some men ask about a girlfriend. But it's never consistently. Like, a woman will come on and they'll ask consistently similar or same questions. And it's because most of the time it's because some women lack, you know, intuitive skills. They haven't built that up for themselves yet. So that's, you know, they'll go out and get spiritual advice from somebody else, which is not bad at all. But the bad part about it is when you don't try to find ways to rely on your understanding and what God is in your intuition is speaking to you about, you know. So I don't think it's 100% bad, but I do see a direct difference, you know, in the lives that I do. Showing up as a tarot reader as well as showing up as a mindset coach. Of course, I'm both, but it's a very interesting thing to see the type of people who show up on my lives consistently, you know. There are people who come on my tarot reading lives who never come on my mindset lives. And there's people who come on my mindset lives who never come on my tarot reading lives. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just is very interesting to see, you know. Baby, what are you doing? My love, it's time to offer prayer now. You want to pray? Do you want to pray, Jabron? Or you say you got to go pray? I do have to go, though. I do have to go. So, but any final thoughts, y'all? Thank you, Jabron. Any final thoughts, y'all? What y'all got on y'all's mind? Okay, period, John. Shout out to you, John. I rock with y'all too. I rock with you for sure. This is definitely a place that I feel deeply safe, because I can be myself. And if y'all don't understand, bitch, y'all open to learning. Y'all open to being like, what that mean? I'd be like, okay, let me tell you what that mean. Let me tell you what's up. And I'd be like, what you gotta say? What you want to say? You know, y'all tell me what's up. I tell y'all what's up, and we be vibing. You know, we be ha kikiing. Oh, you even fuck with the outside Meiana? You know, outside Meiana, she was outside, so for sure. But thank y'all. I respect and appreciate you guys for coming out today and enjoying our last live talking about love and belonging. Oh, this is what I want to talk about real quick. Have y'all seen any shifts before y'all leave? With y'all coming on here and being consistent, y'all have all been very consistent with the lives. Have y'all seen any mental shifts, or have you felt like anything has manifested with you having these discussion every day? Because personally, I feel like I haven't seen anything personally manifest, but I have seen how I show up for myself and for people change. You know, I feel like I locked in a little bit more with my loved ones and really acknowledging that these are my people. These are the people who I value, who I want the best for, who I want to invest my mental, emotional, and physical presence into. But y'all tell me if y'all felt any type of way before we get off the live. I agree, John. I definitely agree. I feel the same way. I feel like the knowledge will definitely come in handy at the right time. I definitely feel like it has created a good foundation for me navigating the world. Rico, you said not anything personally manifests, but it just gives me a good vibe whenever I come on, get energy. That's why I say keep doing what you're doing and don't stop, period. Next conversation. I haven't gotten my day sorted out, but I'm thinking Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays seem like a better time for me to come on lives. So catch me on Sunday, where we'll be talking about transitioning with leisure. Hey, Etienne, welcome to the live, baby. Then I'll be like, that's what Meiana was talking about. Oop. That's what we was talking about, friend, because you was in the conversation too. You was talking about it too. That's what we was talking about. But yeah, we're going to get in the conversation of leisure, living a life of leisure, healing our relationship with time, slowing down, having better quality leisure. I think also with the conversation of leisure, I can see moving into healthier environments and possibly manifesting more money. But that's just my mindset right now. We will see how it happens. I definitely remember a lot of the stuff you talk about day to day. Really? Me too. I definitely do too, y'all. I'm excited. I really am. Everybody kept talking about marriage. I'm saying this is the type of mentality that supports marriage. So I'm like, but I might get married. So I'm just gonna start telling people I'm getting married next year. Fuck it. Because who knows? Who knows how life works? So this is a great knowledge to have a foundation for so that I can get married. Period. We getting married, right, son? Everybody think that my son, they son. But, you know, we might just be getting married next year. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all participating in the conversation as always. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye. You think I got a stalker? Hold up. Why you say that, John? Why did you say that? Son. You talking about never mind? Son, they said somebody's stalking us. Well, if somebody try to stalk us, just tell them to bring some food, please. If they gonna stalk, just bring some food and leave it at the door. We'll see how. If somebody try to stalk me and I find out, I'ma stalk them. And now we both stalkers. But my type of stalking, I'm gonna find out where your mama stay. I'm gonna be knocking on your mama's door. We'll see. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.